Good morning. Hi, this is Travis from National Weather Service, and this is your weather hazard briefing for Thursday, July 3rd. We will continue to have some afternoon thunderstorms today, actually increased in coverage a little bit. We'll have a isolated to scattered, with scattered in the mountains, particularly to our south, and those will be a little bit stronger. We have the potential of some fire danger as well. We have a red flag for zone 413 in our southern areas, as well. I'll show you. And then we also have a continued showers and thunderstorms for Friday. We have increasing moisture movement in the area, whereas today's might be the thunderstorms will be a little bit on the dry side. They'll be a little bit more on the wet side as we move into Friday. And we do cool down comparatively from yesterday. No 90s today, mainly just 80s, 70s in the mountains, 80s in the valleys. And then we will be breezy every day, gusts of 20 to 30, just regular wind, and then any thunderstorm outflows. Particularly today will be in the 35 to 50 range. Again, the stronger ones will be near 45, 50, and that will continue as Friday as well. They'll be a little bit more moist. Probably the max there will be around 45 gusts, but again, you will have some here and there. They'll be a little bit stronger, but in general, you will have outflow gusts fairly strong in the 45 to 50 range. And then as we go into Saturday, looks like we'll dry out fairly quickly and start to warm. Well, Friday again will be low 80s, and then as we go into Saturday, warming up. Sunday, Monday, all into next week, we warm up quite quickly back into the 90s by Monday, and then even mid 90s by the next week, and then our H's drop significantly as we go into the weekend into next week. Here's the southwest southerly flow aloft, bringing moisture into our area. You can see the clouds over our area currently. Again, just isolated to scattered thunderstorms today, with mainly scattered thunderstorms on Friday. Our biggest risk again is Southeast Islands with the red flag. We do have existing fire near Blackfoot, and then the fuels have rapidly dried out, and so we do have a red flag out for scattered thunderstorms across this area for 413. May need to look at 429 as well. They'll have scattered thunderstorms with the coordinate with the fire center as far as the fuels and what their desire is to have a red flag or not today. But again, it will be very similar conditions to what we're seeing for 413. We'll probably see scattered in these areas of to our north as well, but the fuels definitely aren't as critical as you go farther south. As you go today, you can see we have a trough starting to approach, kind of stalls over us. You'll see the same thing for as we look into as we move into Friday as well. So just general thunderstorms across our area. We're not under a severe threat, but again, some of those gusts will get close, over 55 miles an hour, but in general, most of the gusts will be in 35 to 50 with thunderstorm outflows. Here's again, the scattered areas of the dark green, and then the rest are more just isolated thunderstorms. And then you can see here's just our overall precipitation chances for today across the area. That will get much more as we move into Friday. You can see here's just the general wind gusts. The Arco Desert, Upper Snake Plain having the most, gusts of 25 today. Everywhere else will be 15 to 20. And then here's our high temperatures, mid 80s, and then our RHs, nothing below 20, but you can see there's some low 20s in there. And then there's that stalled boundary over us. Just again, we'll have moisture just continue to pump into us as we heat up. We'll have really good chances of showers and thunderstorms as we move in. General thunderstorms, again, we're not looking for chances severe, but again, with outflows, we'll be in the 40s, if not near 50. Here's your thunderstorm chances, very similar, although you can see they're even more as you move up to the Island Park area. All the green is the scattered, and as well as the dark blues and light blues, or even a little bit more than scattered chances, and then just isolated in those light greens. And then, but you can see the pop chances are particularly high. We are in a ERO, these areas right here. It's excessive rainfall outlook. So there is a slight chance, around 5% of any flash flooding, but again, this northern area here has a chance of 0.25 to 0.5 on precip. And if a thunderstorm kind of stalls or another one trains over the same area, you could see a little bit of flooding, particularly off some mountains with any of these thunderstorms. Again, going to be wetting rains across most of the area with, like I said, really good chances of wetting precip across our northern areas, particularly in this the upper Snake Plain, Montana Divide, and then the central mountains. And here's your wind gusts, a little bit stronger in the 25 range, and then you can see everywhere else as your 20. Just your regular winds. Most of that's supposed to die off by firework times at 10. Some of these thunderstorm outflows could go a little bit longer, but in general, this just regular wind does look to drop off by 8 o'clock, give or take an hour. Here's your high temperatures, again low 80s for Friday, and then your RHs do increase. Most are near 30 or higher. That's pretty good for the summertime. And then here's your low temperature max humidity for Friday morning. You see near 90%, 100% some areas across our northern areas. And then as we go into day 3, there is a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms, although across the Montana Divide. But for the most part, our area does look dry as we move into Saturday, and particularly as you go into Sunday. So here's the outlook. Even general thunderstorms are being held off for our area for Saturday, and then there is a chance of showers. Those, again, the models aren't quite lining up yet. As we get closer, those charts will line up a little bit better. But there is still a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms right across our northern areas. This has been drying out every day, and I suspect the models will have this dried out even a little bit more as we get closer and line up more with this chart here. And then here's our wind gusts near 30, this across the Arco Desert, Upper Snake, and then 20s mostly elsewhere. And then as we move into Saturday, here's our temperatures, low 80s, and then our H's drop quite a bit, even some below 20. As we move, we get our mid 80s by Sunday, and then our H's are even more below 20. Very widespread below 20, and then you can see Monday 90s, and then very widespread below 15, and also on Tuesday, and you can see the mid 90s approach, and then Wednesdays there's even 99, Pocatello, and 100 are starting to pop intermittently across the area, and then our H is well below 15, so very hot and dry as we move into next Wednesday. So as we look at the extended outlook, 8 to 14 is still chances to be above normal on the preset on the temperatures, and the precip looks to be near normal to below normal as far as our 8 to 14 day precip outlook. And just we will have decreased temperatures the next couple days as we have clouds, showers, and thunderstorms, and again, we'll have a really good chance of showers and thunderstorms, isolated to scattered today and more scattered tomorrow, but it does look like more dry side of showers and thunderstorms. Any thunderstorms will not have a lot of rain today, but on Friday, it looks like you'll have wetting rain at least 0.1, and even higher as we go across our northern areas. Montana Divide, Central Mountains, they have a chance, slight chance of even flooding. They're in like I said, excessive rainfall outlook. And then as we go into Saturday, we dry out and we become very dry and warm as we go back into early next week with the low to mid 90s returning and the RH is below 15. So that concludes the briefing. If you have any questions, give us a call at this number. Thanks.